Introducing your co-hosts, Chedda Mike, Lil Mattress, and Dave. 3-piece and a biscuit. 3-piece and a biscuit. Scoop of gravy on the news or you missed it. We got you covered. 3-piece and a biscuit. 3-piece and a biscuit. 3-piece and a biscuit. Scoop of gravy on the news or you missed it. We got you covered. 3-piece and a biscuit.
Yeah, what a show for you. Thank you. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, right? Good evening, greetings, salutations. How you doing? Episode 34. We are 3-piece and a biscuit. I am just a driver. I am to the man to the left and to the right, or to the right and the left. Gentlemen, introduce yourself real quick.
Oh, that's me. I'm your boy Chedda Mike. At Michael John, Chedda Mike. Twitter, you know what it is. Shout out Google Plus Squad, the stagnant Steam team, because you know shit ain't popping right now off the decentralized platforms. But tell them who you is.
Welcome back to our triumphant return again. We're making comeback tours. We're like Patti LaBelle's body. If she's the one that died,
No,
she's not.
Franklin.
Who cares? Somebody died and they're taking her body around and it's not cool. And that's what we're basically doing with our return remix special. Lil Mattress here, LILMATTRESS on everything. It's spelled correctly. GBI clothing. Pick up some merch and support.
gear.
And
Give us
other
a
than
call,
that,
right?
hit up this
203?
hotline, man, 203-941-0045. You can
Five.
call or text, and we know that nobody calls anymore, so just send us a text. Let us know
Hot
what's
gear
going on.
hotline.
Or you know
you know,
what? You know
how
what,
you
though?
feeling.
Free your mind and call. You know what
And
I'm
the
saying?
rest
Because
will
they
follow.
used to do it, you know?
I was about to hit the
Be
high note on
comfortable
that.
with the voice. Set up a way. But today's episode number 34, right?
Number
Brought to you
34.
by Selenium. Selenium. What do we know about
the element
Selenium?
of the day.
Element of the
Selenium,
day
I
is
know it has
selenium.
something to do with contact solution. I don't know. Maybe
It might be. I've got no clue.
Maybe
I was
not.
hoping you
I
guys
was
could fill me
guessing.
in.
I was guessing. Selenium.
All I can think about is Will Smith and the Millennium. That's all I know
Yeah,
about it. He
no,
just turned 50.
Incorrect answer. I don't have the answer either, but if you do, give us a call, shout us out. You know the number. I don't know if I told you I was right, just a driver, the rideshare idiot. Follow
He's
me
on
on
a
that,
Selenium right
on
now.
that other crap. That's right. Yeah, I'm on another Selenium. Selenium.
Hey, that's
Woo, Selenium.
But number 34, episode 34, 3-piece. That's the dream, right? Who that?
Yeah, Hakeem Olajuwon, right?
Shout out to the sports, the fans.
The big president, Mr. Military Industrial Complex himself, Dwight D.
Yeah.
Eisenhower, right? I think he was
What'd
the
he
one
say?
that
He
put the
said,
word together, put the word out there.
Speak softly, carry a big stick.
No, that was
was that?
one of the Roosevelts.
Yeah, that was John Holmes from the porn in 1982.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. He said dick.
Okay.
Yeah. He said hit him with the dick.
Hit him
Speak
with the dick.
softly and hit him with the
Hit him
dick.
with the dick.
John
Defense right now.
Holmes.
That's crazy.
He just
man.
came in.
Bo Jackson knows.
Bo Jackson.
knows.
Ooh,
Hello.
that's right.
Number
Scarface
34.
can't fuck with us right now.
What was that? Was that a Yeti?
Bo, yeah, no, that was the Wookiee. We did it all for the
the
Wookiee.
Wookiee.
But no, but speaking of superior athlete, Bo Jackson, right? Here we
Yes.
are, 34. What other 34s can we get out?
But real quick, Bo Jackson, he's one of those,
He knows.
I don't like, unless you live through it like we did.
But like you don't like, or what do you mean?
No.
Oh,
He's
okay.
one of those people don't understand
yeah,
who
yeah,
Bo
yeah,
Jackson
yeah, yeah.
was, man.
Doesn't he have like a gold hip? I know he has a replaced, but
I mean,
made out of
he's
gold.
got the money
It
now
should be.
to be able to do that.
Bo knows.
You know?
Bo knows.
He might have the Illuminati hip or something. He might be made
yeah.
out of some, because if you
diamond
look at
hip.
him, he blew up. Like Kirby Puckett, 34.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I was
but
gonna
he
say,
didn't.
Once you make the Wheaties box, it's like you're destined to.
You almost, yeah. Well, what become
Except
a woman?
for Bruce
Illumination.
Jenner. I was gonna say, except for Bruce Jenner. He made that
shit.
Wheaties box and then, that turned into something else. But no,
shit.
real quick, yeah, it's like, we're old timers and that's what we sound like saying it, but kids today, man.
No. But see, here's the thing.
They don't
It's
understand Bo Jackson.
Yeah, it's the gold. It's not old time. It's a
even
golden
know Bo.
age right now. A bit of a renaissance, if you. I like to welcome you guys to
Seasoned.
the renaissance.
Seasoned
exactly.
like Selenium. We
yeah,
are
yeah,
seasoned.
Yeah, there's a little.
Well, seasons.
You know what selenium does refer? It has something to do with
Sanitized.
food. So we're sticking to. So
It
good.
is.
Good. See, it's
No,
teamwork.
Ryan, no,
Teamwork
right?
make the dream work.
We're on fire right now. Fastballs, all ones down the pipe. You know what I'm saying? If you can see that, but
Yep.
Got MLB baseball coming up. I don't know.
I don't believe
what we were
Nolan
just
Ryan was ever young. I
No.
want to see a baby picture because that motherfucker was,
it was
never
forever old.
Yeah.
Forever old.
Hey,
yes.
and there's a
He was
couple-
like 26, and you're just like, this motherfucker's old.
Yeah, that's how he intimidated. He was like the Randy Jackson of his era. He just looked
Yep.
ugly and
Randy Johnson, right?
Yeah,
You're
Randy
okay,
Johnson.
all right. He's like, dog.
America's
Come on,
Best
dog.
Hey,
Come on,
dog.
dog.
You know what? No, sorry, dog. That curveball ain't gonna work for me right now.
No, but okay. Well, actually, we could a lot of a very interesting person because you're right. I do recall like he came in the '60s, like '62, '69 or something. There is a baby-faced picture of him, but I believe he's a Texan, so like that stereotypical like Texan type big. But I would also like to say he must have been on a little extra selenium because he's the guy that made it into Hall of Fame that I think was a juicer. Much respect to the Ryan Express. He threw like almost 3 + 4, 7 no-hitters. Maybe more. But
a lot of
I
endurance.
think
Maybe he was rubbing selenium in.
well, see, because he did that. You remember back in the day where you saw athletes doing before Shaq did every like commercial, if you're broken and sore, good, check my medicine cabinet. Nolan Ryan was doing the Aleve, was doing the Bengay.
Yes, he was.
And I honestly think that he was, he was pre-Balco, because this dude,
that Bengay Plus.
he was throwing hard, into his like almost 50s.
Yeah. And he wasn't a reliever, right? Like he was the pitcher.
He was a John Holmes of the mound. You know what I'm saying? He came in with, with
Slinging
nine strong, exactly.
Slinging it.
But much shout out to the Ryan Express. I do think that you were a juicer. You're not watching the show. Again, it's my belief, right? This is a show of beliefs.
Yeah, it's your belief that Nolan Ryan isn't watching, and that's fine if you want to believe that. But you know what?
That's a true belief.
I'm gonna see if we got Twitter, and I'm gonna send it to him and be like, "Listen, Nolan, we've made accusations."
Nolan.
But he's and I think now the manager. But no, go back to real quick. Kirby Puckett. Anything you want to touch on real quick? Two-sport athlete, right? Not Kirby Puckett. Bo Jackson.
Oh.
Bo
Jackson.
He's another 34.
Man.
But Bo Jackson, right? Kids, look it up if you're watching. Adults,
You know what I'm
Commercials,
saying
man.
about Bo Jackson, and you know what? And because you know what kids might know nowadays, because the old school Nintendo has made a comeback in the mini version, and if Tecmo Bowl is on there,
Walter Payton. If you were them, you were like sweep left, sweep right, like game.
It was
over.
unfair.
Hey.
Like, because I remember when we would play the game back in the day, it's like, all right, nobody's the Raiders because it's not fair. You know
Same
what I mean?
thing here with you said Herschel Walker, right?
Yeah.
He was in Tecmo Super Bowl, beasting it.
Yep.
Number 34 as well.
Herschel Walker
34.
actually did a couple of MMA fights.
In
his
was the
40s
bobsled,
and was fucking people up.
But, come on now. We can't give anybody true credit without knocking them down a peg. He was fighting like 18, 19-year-olds or maybe even a little older that really didn't have the ring experience. So it was almost just like,
Old man
dude,
beating
you're
little
about
boy.
to beat up like your dad uncle or you're going to let your dad uncle beat you up. It's about 3 rounds, about, 3 to 5 minutes. But he was something. He's a black belt martial artist. Like, if we can only be blessed to have the
putting him in the ring with
the genetic makeup. I mean, I believe he was a Heisman Trophy winner, right? Went to Georgia, I believe.
Seagal Walker. Seagal versus Walker. What do you think? Steven Seagal?
No, Steven Seagal. Come on, you have to see. This is some. I'm a DYO.
So you saying Seagal no go?
No. Seagal, I could take out with some Vulcan type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know Seagal ain't watching either, so you lucky.
No, Seagal is watching because Seagal is he's getting you. He's just like, I will get to Vladdy. I will give him the right information. You know what I'm saying? Like he's on some CIA
operative.
3 pieces
CIA
after.
actor.
Did you, speaking of MMA, you might have heard this one to back this up though, but he's a bit of a clown, and I don't know how we could tie into some more 34 with Seagal, but there were he tried to say, I guess he had taught like Anderson Silva like particular like kicks and stuff.
That was a
Rashad
rumor?
Evans no, he said on being interviewed, it was like, yes, I did my techniques and I've
because Anderson Silva won with like a front kick right to the face, and he was like, we were in the dojo and I taught him that one.
Yeah,
and I think
a couple other people, more than one person. So Dana White had to step in. He was just like, yo, dude, I was trying to get you some cred back in the game or something, running your, but I believe that, I'm saying he's, I believe the other stuff too, that, he's, pissing in the flowers, jerking off, in front of like, the waitress.
He's been another one that you've always heard the Weinstein-esque stories about.
But there's a
we have to practice the
days,
kissing scene. We have to practice the kissing scene.
No, I understand. I understand that I'm gonna be in the combat field, but I'm gonna do it in my robe right now. Okay. But there's another interesting, funny story in the prime of his movies. Okay, when his movies were box office, the shit. Little story that was suppressed to keep his image, but he had said anybody I could, no holds can choke me out or nothing. He ended up getting tapped out and he shit himself. Fact is, there's probably some footage of that one.
They call him Shitty Seagal.
That was next. That was just on top of the P
story on YouTube, but I forget who told the story. But yes, that is
who tapped him out.
And I think Joe Rogan probably told it, thousands of times. But I recall reading it. Seagal's a bit of a
Seagal,
bit of a clown. But again, he could try to take me out. He's an older man, so it wouldn't be.
He's more into his ARs now and his op shit. You know,
all of that. Yeah, he's
trying
a
to
citizen
portray
of
the,
of some
he's a
country,
sheriff,
not Syria.
I think it's Russia. I think
Russia? No.
he's
There's
something with
another.
Russia now.
No, he's an ambassador and citizen of another country just south of of Russia.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Is
But,
that how he got out of being extradited back?
All
or-
that, yeah. He got a little golden handshake, but he was trying to do, some light to some type of oppression. You know what I'm saying, it all starts.
Interesting.
It all starts in a good cause, and it spirals out of control, and you're just in your brother's
yeah.
fucking garage, fucking yelling at a blank screen.
Steven! Guys, we're here for you, though. Once again, 3-piece in the biscuit. You can call in 203-941-0045. Tell
Let
us how
us
you
know
like the show
what
so far.
selenium is. Call or
real.
text and let
And
us
is
know
she
the
upset
definition
that
of
Justin
selenium.
Bieber got married? You
For
know,
real.
A lot of people upset right now. A lot of people.
who else is upset?
Everyone watching the politics, right? Everyone watching this.
Always upset. Yes, absolutely.
Kavanaugh Ford. What's going on?
What do we think there? What's our take? Do we have? Is it going to be a balanced system? Is it fair? Is this a setup? I mean, like I said, leading into it, the previous guy that retired, you know what I'm saying, with this guy coming in, some of this guy's backstory, everybody's got 2 or 3 sides to it, but
the stories are pretty much her saying that she tried to rape him.
before that though, I would say
he tried to rape her.
An assault, sexual assault.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, without getting, sexual assault with no sex, right? I think is what it is.
Did y'all see
But-
her read her?
Yes, absolutely.
What do you think of her sobbing and?
Give her courage and credit. I give her sobbing more realistic than his.
Mm.
His was I hate
His was angry. His was like, I hate that this is happening right now, and I'm not getting my way.
Yeah. With almost wanted to say like I don't know. Again, could be a little biased on this one, but saying like we all have some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this isn't even the most serious of the shit that I did. You're either gonna
Yeah,
fucking you're gonna bring out the
Yep.
dirty shit, and then maybe he's got some dirty shit. Who knows? But I think ultimately nobody's squeaky clean.
Nobody.
Yep.
Personally, like I said, she's not the one I think that's on trial though. I think it's his character and
Yep.
stuff, and I think for a judge, I think that he was a little like little impulsive. You know what I'm saying? I would have preferred to see a little bit more of a cool hand Luke.
Yeah.
So he didn't seem to have the response. So in the other side
It seemed like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
well, no, and I think there's like a rush of sorts where but I don't know.
Russia, Putin.
What'd you say? Collusion.
Seagal.
We got you, motherfucker. I knew it. Whole time you're right.
So,
there.
but yeah, so that's. I mean, I guess go ahead. I
was
think
gonna
he's
say,
suspect. This is a
me,
lifetime appointment.
when-
He's fairly young, so.
Same for me when he was so angry and frustrated. It's almost like when you're trying to tell the truth and no one's believing you. But on her side, real quick, it seemed like it just seemed like really well prepared. Like she wrote her own story. She practiced it plenty of times. and
Yeah,
just,
well-
putting down like this and faking this little make me feel like I'm a victim. It just
Well,
was
hold
like
on though. Wait.
practicing that way too
Don't
much.
assume. We
No, I
can't
mean,
assume
yeah.
on the feelings, right? You person, like I
You
said,
would
I
think
person.
if it hit you that hard, there'd be mucus involved.
No.
I mean, 'cause
We
it
all
was more
react
of a,
because
like,
some
I'm
people have
gonna
no emotion.
train my
Some
voice
people,
like
some
this.
people are completely lack any empathy, and they're viewed as being, careless and heartless and stuff.
Well, in her
Perception, right?
the
How
way
you
I seen
perceived
it, and she was trying to emit emotion, and it was just not genuine.
Yeah,
to me.
I thought
to
she.
me.
I personally thought that she was trying to hold back. Again, I think she was. I think she
Like, with
held.
Kavanaugh, there was too much emotion. You're right.
Well,
He's
yeah.
like, these
It went off the
motherfuckers,
handle.
you know,
I think that she was again. I think we're talking about an assault that wasn't a rape, right? I think is kind of what's.
Well,
what
it's
led
weird
gotta
the
be
too,
careful how
because,
you say it.
No,
yeah,
no. I
'cause
think
that's why everyone's
no,
like,
but I think this
Yeah.
is what it is. It's not like it was actually rape. Like I saw his penis. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Yeah,
did
from
this
what I
or did that.
understand, and I think that she said is that he had jumped on top of her. But then I don't know the details after that, of
Him-
course. And it also seems like she doesn't either because she doesn't know where the party was, when the
Well,
party
but
was,
here's the thing,
how
though.
she got to the
One thing,
party.
right? Now
There's
I want you to-
so much
But
stuff.
when you talk about, like I said, just all you need is just I'm not trying to say this is the whole side, but
Mm-hmm.
just a little dabble of something that I think is plausible is saying like a repressed memory as
Yeah.
Here's another thing.
Well, here's the
Not so wait, listen
thing
to this
about the
one part
memory.
though. Not so much being the victim, but this is also a lady that continued her education. She went on to be somebody just like he went on to be somebody.
Yep.
So let's not necessarily discredit to where they got to in their life because
Hmm.
they could have had the strength to kind of move on, block out.
Yeah.
block out as in 30 years what you say might not have happened. The reason I say that is because in her testimony she mentioned a girlfriend that was there with her, and then the girlfriend testified saying that didn't happen.
Yeah, but how many times have you been to a situation be like, everybody got my back, come showtime and ain't nobody there for you though? Because say, nah, man, because they're going to fuck with you. I saw the fucking black Suburbans going by my house,
It could have been that. And the other thing, too, is that I just think the precedent is so fucking dangerous of this big movement of believe women. And I'm not saying not to believe women.
No,
but I'm
think
saying, like, the
You gotta
precedent
believe me
that's
30,
being
40
set
years
right
ago,
now,
too.
The precedent being set right now is so fucking dangerous because it's being a blanket of no. She said that, so it's true, and it has to be true. And I'm not saying that she's right or wrong because I don't know. I wasn't there. It's 30 fucking years ago. A lot of people are gonna miss a lot of details. If you ask me about, yes, I'm only 35, but still, like, if you ask me about shit in high school, I couldn't give you a fucking detail down to the letter.
That's why I say.
That's what people want too. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But now here, and like I said, I think you have another side where I think people are saying is, and you're gonna end up wasting time, but let's investigate then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, is it, I'm not trying to, say, like, well, hold on, this is how you...
That was another
Because that's
thing.
where everything is held up and stopped.
How come she didn't go through with the, what's the fucking lie detector test?
She did. He didn't. And then they said, well, who paid for hers? And it was like a $300 test. It was like, well, why does it matter? She took one.
No, I thought I heard that.
No, the thing was like, why, who paid for it? That's what they say. Oh, she took it? Well, who paid for it? Well, it's just like, well... It's $300. Does it matter who paid for it? You know what I'm saying?
Technically, it does. If I say I passed a lie detector test, then people are gonna want to know. But if I just don't matter about who did it, here's the people right here. Don't matter how I got it either.
All right, well that's fine. Let's ask our guy. Do you want to take one? Okay, you're gonna take another one then. We're gonna take it together. All I'm saying is just more people to investigate, open up.
That's
because
what we need.
In earlier episodes we talk about things being declassified.
It's
not. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all see the new episodes on Netflix called Maniac with the computer and the pill?
I didn't see it, but it looks good.
Yeah,
it was one of those. I didn't want to watch it at work because I didn't want to get interrupted. Like, I wanted. No. I can watch Netflix at work.
Do security, be like, hey, because of Van Gogh right up there.
It was one of those.
Hang on.
I just wanted to watch like the whole thing, at once, like uninterrupted. But no, it looks good.
Yeah, no, because when thinking about those things, there's a way to. There's got to be a way to, even if it's fucking hypnosis or whatnot, to make someone tell the fucking truth.
Right. Yeah, but it's two-way though, because you're right. There's also the that serum that's proven to be dangerous.
Yeah, it's sunny.
Yes. Exactly.
Truth
serum.
Hey, waterboarding, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's
and the other thing too that you have to remember is that because it was 30 whatever years ago, they both might be telling their own truth. Like they both might believe what actually happened.
That's exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that's why I say that there is some truth to this. And so then we have to ask ourselves, like, okay, well, how much are we going to get into this dude's character? Hey, personally, if we all got an opinion and judge, let's put his picture up there. Honestly, if we didn't know who he was and what he was going to do, I guarantee you that we would put up a list of he looks more like a pedophile. He looks more like an alcoholic without knowing what he was up for. Just his picture.
That would be the first image just thinking of politics.
He looks like the assistant coach on a girls volleyball team.
Like he's got a lot of that.
He
looks like the assistant or the floor manager, the guy that does second shift at like Kmart or something. Or, you know what I'm saying? Of Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
so.
Funny.
No, he's I personally don't think that he should be judged, but because of his politics like that, and that's one thing that I think people are missing so much on.
I
is
think
like
that people are trying to
look
pump
at this
the brakes
dude.
to look at this stuff after, but we're gonna get caught up in the in the alcoholic and instead of that,
Yep. And I think that they're gonna miss out on a way that you could have stopped him from being in a judge, and
It's all
now they're
delay
going to try it
tactics
the
for
other
that,
way.
But-
And the way that people are going about it is going to distract. And while they're doing all this distraction, he's just going to get voted in this week, and it's going to be over with. You know?
Well, isn't there an FBI investigation though? But it had, but
The whole
there's a
point
time frame on it though,
But
right? It
Trump
has to
said
end
he's
by
like,
the
I want this done quick. And whoever sets off the vote, I forgot the gentleman's name, but I was listening on the radio. He said it's this week. They're voting this week.
Yeah.
So like, do your FBI shit, whatever it is.
Yeah, I
And
thought it was
that's the
like
other
by
thing, too,
Saturday,
that
I think.
people don't understand. The FBI investigation, it's not a criminal investigation. It's just the FBI trying to figure out what
Just
the fuck
ask a
happened.
bunch of people what
Nobody's being
happened.
charged with any crime.
Nothing.
Nothing. Exactly.
Nothing.
Like you said, they're just trying to be like, what happened, guys?
Yeah.
That's it. So
Yeah, and ask it 1,000 times to 1,000 different people to see how many stories line up.
So, like, regardless, I'm not saying that he did it or didn't do it. I feel bad for him because I feel like he's being that first person chalked up on the, like, it feels like Me Too started all over again. And first off, how do you prove that he did or how do you prove that he didn't? I don't think that either side can do it. So I think that's where, like, I feel bad for the dude in that. And I also feel bad for her if he did do it and she's sitting there all these years later, like, but and then again, once again, it's convenient timing. It's just a real shitty.
Well, here's the thing though. More to her story though. She had talked about like speaking to being telling, I believe it was her therapist or something that this that this experience she's talked about this more than once. This is or privately, you know what I'm saying? This is so in talking to it again, she had said that there is a particular gentleman who's got the potential to rise to power. This has happened to me. So it's one of those things where, like, you know, she kind of, if you assuming her story, always think she had in the back of her mind that, like, you could almost say, like, you know, if as long as you see that if this happened, in her mind, she's saying, well, it kind of hasn't happened to anyone else, and as long as he's not in a position to really, like, dictate something.
Yeah.
Like,
because I understand that, too. Like, she might just be like, okay, he's doing whatever he's doing, but if I have to see this motherfucker on TV every day, of course, then that's going to be a problem. But it's, once again, it's a convenient
she got
time.
connections, too, towards the...
They all do. And anybody that pops up was. There was
But that's not me saying that. That's actually his guy's name is Michael Savage. He's a well-known doctor, prominent in the podcast.
Not into letting other people speak when they call in, but hey,
exactly.
He's like,
But,
who's the dude on?
He led the breadcrumbs to where and the reason behind this woman doing this.
Who's the dude on talk radio for? Oh Jesus Christ, for sports.
Or Francesa,
Mike Francesa,
right?
yeah, he's like the Mike
he
Francesa.
had a meltdown.
Oh
my God.
But Mike Savage reminds me of Francesa because, like, you can call in agreeing with him,
Yeah,
and
if
he's
you're
like,
not
no, that's not what
Yeah.
I'm saying. He's like, but you just said 3 + 3 is 6, and he's like, no, it's not what I'm saying.
what I'm saying.
If you're not
though.
stroking him, or if you just go a little bit off the edge, you know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like, he's just like,
Bro,
you know?
I've heard people call and agree with him and be like, yeah, man, I agree with you with blah, blah. And he's like, that's not what I'm saying. That's
You're
not what I
fucking
said.
them wet.
Yeah. But you're saying Francesa, he went
Oh,
off?
he had one, yeah. So
Yeah.
Tiger, I don't go to sports real quick, but Tiger Woods
Tiger won.
made a little come. No, he
Yeah.
made a comeback. No, he didn't win. That's the funny thing about it.
Won a
Everyone
while
thinks
back,
he
though.
win. You know,
He won
something.
something?
Yeah, he did win a while back. He won one.
No, he
I
came.
remember.
Yeah. So the most recent tournament
I don't know
though,
which one.
he did not win.
Okay.
But
he won the one before that.
He's been on.
He won
did.
something
He
because
did.
I saw
He
like
did.
this is
He
the
did.
first time
Yes.
Tiger's won in something.
Tiger's
so, like,
back.
He won something. I'm not gonna say that, but he won something.
Tiger's not back, but he's crawling.
But so they were
But
trying
he's
to
sideways
attribute
at least.
trying to attribute like this comeback, you know what I'm saying? And one of the callers said, you know, a lot of people are saying like, you know, the back surgeries and the older age and everything, and you know, he's just like, well, how about maybe he's like, you know, his substance abuse problem isn't, you know what I'm saying, isn't really a problem. Francesco goes off on this rant. He's just like, "What are you talking about? Tiger never had a substance problem, you know." And he laid into this dude hard, but he never hung up on the guy. And the guy was patient. And he's just like, "No, Mike, I understand the surgeries led to the pills, and then the pills also led to the promiscuity." You know what I'm saying? He tried to stop the sex, and then he went back to the pills. And she's telling Francesco like, you know,
this shit really happened, bro.
Yeah, Francesco, no. Finally gets the guy off the air and tells like whoever, like, you know, whoever his sidekick is to look it up. And then he goes into a thing. He's just like, yeah, but see, first was the surgery, and then was the sex thing. You know? But
so kind of exactly what the guy on the phone was saying. But now I'm saying it, so it matters.
Because back to talking about how, like, you know, and then you go ahead with the connections. All it takes is just one little meme, just to have. Again, we're talking about the last name Davis and saying, oh, it's connected to connected to Betty Davis, Chili Davis, who probably wore 34. You know, Crash Davis, right, who's in Bull Durham, but So there's this meme of Bill Clinton standing next to a blonde woman, okay, that is supposed to be at a fundraiser, and it's supposed to be this Davis lady. Aside from being white and blonde, there is no connection, and this thing is circulating amongst like, you know, I don't know if I want to call them like conservative or, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, right-wing friends, but, you know, just the way it takes off is... But again, there's things that take off on the other side.
Oh, dude, it's both sides. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, the things that just get tossed around as fact as soon as you've heard them, and only because you've heard them and because they line up with your ideals. And I'm not saying you, I just mean when I say you, I mean you
piece in a biscuit.
When they line up with people's ideals and they're just like, well, this is what I want to be true, so this is true. Let's ride with it, and it gets weird.
So this is my question: is it true? I heard it's Lindsay Lohan kidnapping a kid.
She tried.
Is this true?
She tried, and she got punched in the grill.
So what the fuck?
This
is my kid.
Lohan.
So Lindsay Lohan failed the ritual for the Illuminati sacrifice.
No, hold, let's get wait. Before we prove,
deep?
we're about to tell them about it, but so she tried to kidnap two kids.
How old were they?
Where was
kids.
This? Was this
were
in a Walmart?
Under 10?
No. This was on the side of the fucking street in Russia.
Okay.
And this is the thing this is the wild part. It's not like someone across the street is videotaping. She videos at her, and once again, we're old as fuck at videotaping. She records herself on her cell phone.
Wow.
Like,
all right.
these are some people on the side of the road that I met, and they're trafficking these kids, like, and you can tell by the slur, when they won't leave them alone. Like, you could tell, like, okay, you're under the influence of something.
So now
So
go
she gets
ahead.
out.
Now this
is where they give you the drugs, because you know those drugs are heavily given to those stars.
The drugs. Are you saying this is like a
drugs.
Downers.
They have a choice of whatever.
Sedatives.
Okay.
But while their mind is being affected, MK Ultra kicks in.
Yeah.
With the selenium.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need a high selenium diet.
Yeah.
So Lindsay Lohan, I mean,
So she gets out of the car. Someone else driving
praise
the car.
Yahshua HaMashiach for
She gets out of the car.
stumping her plans.
You know, recording in portrait mode, which first off, bitch, you're in the entertainment industry. You should know, put it sideways.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on now.
yeah, she
Mistake
does.
number one.
Not
Recording in
Lindsay Lohan.
portrait mode, saying like, and I met this family and they're from Pakistan and they're, what's the word for it? Trafficking these kids. And this is just a homeless family on the side, on the side of the road. So the homeless family gets up and she starts following them. And apparently she speaks fucking Arabic. Because she's doing, and you're making
that's
MK Ultra.
Yeah,
She's
that's
on a
how
different
she learns
wavelength.
she
fucking
speaks
Arabic.
Arabic and all this other shit, and telling the kids, "You'll be okay. I'm here with you. I'm not gonna leave you. I'm not gonna leave you. Not gonna leave you." 30 seconds later, she's talking shit the whole time. Finally, they get to it. Almost looks like a beach setting, and she says like, "Give me your hand. Give me your hand." And she's recording this the whole fucking time, which is the craziest part. She goes to grab the kid's hand. The mother turns around. You know what I mean? You're going to jail
Mama
now.
bear, yeah.
Boom. Uppercuts. And then Lindsay Lohan falls back. Camera falls, whatever. Phone falls. Picks it up. Look, and she, I can't. I'm never going to stop, but I can't. And like then records herself crying. When if you're recording yourself crying, there's nothing wrong. That's all I can tell you. If you ever take a picture of yourself crying, nothing's that bad.
Yeah. It's like taking a picture of yourself sleeping. Come on.
Exactly.
Is this something? Is this a fake?
Well, yeah.
thing?
So let's. Okay. So hold on.
No,
now.
I think she's just on a good amount of drugs, and she, in her head, made up that this family are kidnapping these fucking kids, that they're on the side of the road.
But let me ask you this: do you know?
She's on the
We'll have to
bath
find out what was she doing in Russia. Was she shooting a movie?
Bath salt.
I think she
Russian
lives there
porn?
now. I think she lives
Rooming with
overseas
Kevin
now.
Seagal, shooting the new.
Yeah, bath salt scene.
Shooting the new action, and there's a submarine in the movie, of course.
Yes,
Steven
absolutely.
Seagal, so
Yes,
someone's
yes,
hunting
yes.
red something, and they're underwater.
Hunting
World,
red
man.
snapper. No.
The hunt for red hot snapper.
Right? Who called it? They called it fire crash, right? Somebody.
Yeah, I think Paris Hilton and
Paris
her
Hilton,
goons.
Back when Kardashian pre.
But man, it's an interesting video that
Lindsay.
like you almost don't believe it's true, but because it's Lindsay Lohan, you're like, yeah, you do a whole lot of drugs.
Yeah, see, I'm afraid to look it up because I never, like I said, her rise to fame. When I saw her, when she came as a first child star, I did not want my children to watch, you know what I'm saying? Like when I saw like, slowly after the little cute character thing, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, nah, she wasn't.
She in Mean Girls? Is that the one?
Well, that was earlier.
She
That was
in Mean
later.
Girls,
towards,
and I think Freaky Friday and
Right.
a couple other things. But here's
But she
the
did some
crazy
child
thing
stuff
too.
though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She did the herpes, and then she got herpes.
Oh shit.
Bars.
You know?
But here's
With
the
the
thing too,
Murphys.
to where I was saying how weird it is that she recorded it and then it's on the internet. Now I don't know if she was doing on Instagram Live or whatever. I don't know. It could have been that. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but then that does go to the whole other thing of like, if you're recording yourself, then you get punched in the face, then you're crying. Why are you putting that on the internet?
But
like,
then-
because even
well,
if
here-
there's talk about no publicity is good, every publicity is good
Was that
publicity,
what,
that's not
Twitter?
true. You know?
Well,
Like,
that's what we have to find out where, because now I'm saying if she's in Russia, like there's all internets aren't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure like Russia probably has some,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, filters, firewalls of sorts. So I mean,
Vlad poop
there's-
block.
This is somebody's got to do some digging on this one.
is just,
If we had a travel team, I think we should definitely get the three of us down to.
hey, man, if we got
wherever.
anybody out there in Russia, hit us up,
Georgia.
203-941-0045. Text us because you probably don't want that calling bill. So just hit us
That
up and
is
let us know
crazy.
what is Firecross
So
doing
and
out there.
then we got Cardi B getting arrested at a strip club for fighting. So Cardi B fresh out.
Was she fighting for her old job back? Is the big question.
Who knows? I mean, you think she got like a 2-month-old and shit. You might be home doing some other shit besides at a strip club fighting. I don't know. I don't know how old her baby is, but still.
But
Somewhere in that range, yeah.
But again, the same credit that we give the president for being true, right? Saying I don't like you now, I'm gonna stay. This is how I'm gonna be. She is one of the artists from, you know what I'm saying, from, if she with a potential slave mentality, okay, but she is staying true to form in character. Cardi, always sounding retardy. You keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I gotta say. You know.
But it's funny because she did the classic, "You're fucking my man, so I'm gonna fight you."
Yeah.
Okay, baby.
Yeah.
So stop,
He holding it down.
She's fucking. It's so
Holding
fucking
it
funny.
down.
Like you're fucking
Spike
my
Lee
man.
joint.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And then this dude's back there like,
Well,
this is great, man.
yeah,
This is
hey,
fucking great, you know?
It's the power, the power of the dick. When you know that you have it like that, you can do certain things. And
Yeah.
I would have to say that whatever this guy is, silk
He's
screen.
someone in the Migos. He's,
Oh, okay.
he's one of them. Yeah.
It's like that Uber situation you had with those ladies in the car. Didn't some guy take some chick's car?
I'm trying to go back, refresh my memory.
Some Uber story.
Oh, because I had an interesting one, and not to let me get this one out real quick because it was busy ride week. I think we were talking. You had a good week. I had a great week. A side story though, the colleges, the campuses were busy. Homecoming is next week. So like I said, I have a lot of deliveries then. But so there were some house parties going on. I have a larger vehicle, so I take the multiple passengers. It's a little more money. So I pull up to the university. Can I say them? I don't want to say them, right? No one's even watching anyway, right? Southern Connecticut, okay? You guys are,
in Connecticut.
It's always the 80-pound blonde white chick that wants to run her mouth about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not canceling, and like, I'm not going to take like 8 people in my 6 passenger, you know what I'm saying? I've got a little speech. I got 6 seatbelts for 6 souls, you know what I'm saying? I explain the liability issues, I'm not going to be the one speaking at your eulogy. Like,
I get in trouble, not you.
Yeah,
my
you
time
die.
to express
I'm not going to jail
myself.
because you die, you know?
Yeah, I know.
So, but
And just real quick, that all falls under the umbrella. Because I can't hit you, that's why you're speaking this way. And I fucking hate that. Shit.
It's and it's bad when the friends even look at him and like, so like,
why are you acting like this?
And see, but then they want to look at me to be like, can you just cancel the ride? And I was just like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, it's not even her money. It wasn't even her ride. Y'all should have just threw her some money or told her to find her own ride. Because again, she was going to the wrong party. She was good. She's going to graduate with a mixed baby. That's all I'll say. That's a party she was heading to. All right. Let's put somebody on blast. You guys help me out, okay?
We just put Jessica on blast.
Yeah, no.
Fucking blonde hair, blue eyed. That's hilarious.
So listen to this one. You guys help me out because again, I'll age myself more. But there's a
you know what, Dave? We help you out because we're friends.
I don't know if he's related to you. Another little rapper. He might be an off cousin, probably.
Yeah.
But is there like a little baby? You guys know?
Little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was just recently in our state.
I don't know. I don't like rap anymore.
Okay,
no, baby.
All right,
I know that he's really famous. Yes.
Wow. Yes. Okay. I did not. Okay. I thought that little baby was a little baby.
You had a little baby in your backseat.
So I'm gonna I wrap this up real quick. Whoever's going to film this might want to just make this little clip and put this up there because this can get going. But he was just in our state performing a show. He was staying in. Can I say? He was staying in our state capital. And I was on my way back.
The heartbeat.
I received a. I had no knowledge of this. I received a ride request. It's a long trip, so I'm all about it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take a couple more than 5 minutes, I'll wait. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna make my money on this one. So I wait the 5 minutes, and then I decide I call him back. You know what I'm saying? I tell him, look, I gotta cancel. He goes, okay, I understand. He goes, it was just. He goes, I had ordered a ride for some people. So I was like, okay. So I go take off. Collect $5. As soon as I get like 2 or 3 minutes away, I receive another request. It's the same name, so I call him back. I was just like, "Hey, we ready? What's going on?" He's just like, "Yeah." No, he goes, "You're gonna be bringing some females up to up to Hartford, Oh, damn it. So I pull up, I get back to the house, and 3 young female come in. Now, I would say. They were one of them was definitely of age, definitely looked of age. Two of them were like definitely of age.
On the
one of them
borderline.
older. One of them though was hard to believe that they were 17. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say like younger than that, but I would say like she still looked like a high school student. The other 2 did not. Now this is about almost 1 in the morning. Okay, about 1 in the morning. All right, so now we're making our way from the dirty water up to the heartbeat. Okay. Ooh. And then they start asking me if I know who this little baby is. Little baby. I'm sorry, not little baby.
Yeah, little baby. We about to fuck him.
Well, no. So here's the thing, though. So this is where in all long rides, the first thing do you have an aux cord? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying?
All
so go ahead. Matter. We put it in. Plug it in. They're playing this little baby stuff. Now I got to be honest. Like I knew nothing of it. I wasn't like completely turned off by it because I know that what the product is now. Yeah, so I would say for what the product is now, he seems to represent it, is a character of it.
I don't know, yeah.
So they're talking about it's one girl's birthday. They're pretty much mega fans. They've got the lyrics down. I mean, they're dropping bars in the back and filling each other on the fills. Yeah. Oh, and that was their rite of passage. You know what I'm saying? Like they was, it was all in the family on the ride, not related to
lyrics.
Me. They were So as we start getting up there, they explained to me, we are going to see him. You know what I'm saying? What would you do? Would you be this excited? You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking to myself,
I wouldn't be sucking.
No. Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to, I wanted, without coming off as making this a Me Too, type thing, I'm trying to think to myself, how do I answer? Like, I'm not, like, you'd have to tell me that it would have to be, to feel your excitement, they'd probably have to be female, first of all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was trying to put it, I was just like, yo, it was just a rapper. Just a rapper, So I hear one of them mumbling about how, like, swallowing kids and making babies. And I was just like, all right, that was the mentality of one of them. The other two genuinely thought, okay, and
I'm going to meet my favorite rapper. This is going to be great.
Yes, okay. And the only thing that I can think of, and again, sometimes my
They're
mind,
be crying in a hallway in 30 minutes.
Right, my mind doesn't always go to a dark, deep place. It really does shoot for the light. But when I dropped these off, I just had one of the worst feelings, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to be that dude that put somebody out, and I just did. Here I am, putting it on my blast. But yeah, no, they were of sound mind going in there. One of them was was down super
for it.
fan. Yeah, it was absolutely. She was there to have her fan and fantasies, fulfilled.
So when you were saying about the lawsuit where Uber wins, so let's say, for example, people are using Uber to transport girls and maybe some underage girls to a situation like that where they end up being sexually assaulted. Can Uber be at fault for that?
No.
Nothing, right?
They would have no liability. Now, when I say Uber wins, they actually won a lawsuit saying that no class action lawsuits can be filed against them. So, and again, it's like I said, it's a crooked gig.
That's why you keep that camera on.
But yeah, but it makes it, like I said, it's hard because it's a fun thing. I like doing it, but it's definitely not a career for people. Like, I feel bad for these people that are
I feel bad for the people that do it as a
they
career.
They put all of their eggs in this basket, and
you meet people out there, man. You get some sob stories and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, well, how about just recently when the system went down and people couldn't get paid? There were people crying. There were GoFundMes being started because they didn't have gas, because they were that dire for the money.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is I'm really glad that I do it as side money, and if I never drove Uber again, I'd be okay. And there's some people that are not in that situation.
Yes, absolutely. But people are throwing tons of money. Now, here's an interesting thing. You want to think about, like, the world that we live in. Like, you look at it, and we're going to touch on, when I touch on some of this stuff, you got to hit on the, I'll wrap this up with not wrap this up, but fill in with the Bitcoin part. Because you look at it like one of the largest decentralized bank is what?
The largest decentralized
bank is Bitcoin, right?
You would say.
No, it is, right? It's proven.
Not a bank, though.
No, it's not, but I'm saying the area of money that's not a bank, okay, would be there. The largest taxi service is Uber. They don't own a single vehicle, okay? So my point, like, crypto or Bitcoin does not own a bank, okay? But they have, the most circulating, I guess you would call it currency, Airbnb, right? They're the largest hotels chain. They do not own a single hotel. But interesting. Where we at with crypto Bitcoin? You guys flipping it and
No, just
sitting.
I've
left it alone for a long time.
Dusty, no. Dusty, Musky, no.
Leave
I'm
it
just
alone.
doing it because with any money that I put into the stock market or into crypto, it's money that I don't need. So it's not money that I'm worried about. That's how I personally did it.
People think there might be a play for 28,000 by the end of this year. We'll see. Who knows?
That'd be big, wouldn't it? 28,000. Like, I'd buy some. Like, you're talking about.
Do I think so? Probably not. You know, this is just to keep the 6.5K.
I got you.
Hard line.
It's gonna jump. It's gonna jump. Yeah.
But
it's been 6. It's been between 6 and 7 for.
I'm about to sell my kids.
A couple months now, right? Yep. And I think that's the most stable it's been in a long time too.
Yep. So we'll see. But anytime you hear good news like that, get ready for your feet to be swept.
Yeah.
So
it seems like, and I'm not saying this as any slight towards you because you're the one that brings us the information. You're not the one that makes up the information, but you've definitely brought a lot to the table. Where then the next week you've been like, and they were wrong. So now here's the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I know it's not, you aren't the one.
Trust me. I mean, I'm gonna be saying this all the way. My enthusiasm will burst if 2020 doesn't look nice. Like, that's when you'll finally see me say, okay.
Well, and as we always mention, it is a long game.
Right now,
it is a long game, right? You said the cryptocurrency game is a long game.
I'm waiting 2020 to at least see, okay, this was a smart move.
I'm waiting for McAfee to eat his dick. When's that happening? 2020?
It's supposed to be 2020.
Well, but now let me ask you this, because you'd
also
heard... Exactly.
Same channel.
He's supposed to be
for president, yeah.
But he does this every election under the libertarian platform. Have you guys ever seen a libertarian debate?
No.
Dude, it looks like a bunch of stoners, cokeheads, and dudes that just got a
Yeah.
bunch of guns in their
Are
mouths.
those the ones
basement.
that-
Now, here's the thing: they do drop some interesting. If you watch it like this, you feeling it. But then when you see these dudes, you're like, yo, none of y'all could be public elected officials, though. Yeah, and it kind of ties in
None
with
of you
some of
should
the.
be in public.
Yeah, you know.
Are those the ones where like a couple porn stars will get on the ballot too?
Well, yeah, it's not. But again,
Yeah.
they both sides. You know what I'm saying? There's so many parties, though. We
That's
should
just to
do that
discredit
one
it.
time. Actually, once we get into the election cycle, talk about the different. You know, it's unfortunately they all get funneled into red, blue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Democrat. You know what I'm saying? You know, Republican.
All
But,
I would say with John McAfee doing this is it does boost the awareness of Bitcoin. That's it.
If not with the presidential
it's-
thing. I think
I'm not
he could
even
hurt it.
worried
Oh,
about
okay.
presidential.
Oh yeah,
I'm-
neither's America.
Honestly,
but we
yeah,
said that pretty
I'm
for
not-
this
I
for this
think
guy.
Right now, the world needs to worry about financial because the dollar is slowly fading away. China, Russia, they've
Putin.
been plotting. Everyone's buying gold. Gold's about to go back. So, like I've been saying, what I think just from the stuff like you said, the stuff I bring to the table with new stuff is just that the dollar is going to die, and we're going to a cashless society. So even if Bitcoin is evil, you might as well get into evil early, you know, and get paid off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what we're saying though? You put all you got to do. Oh, and here's the other thing too. When the dollar does crash, buy some seeds. So if you're not buying, you know what I'm saying, maybe we can find a link like buy some seeds. Maybe you want to do some farming. You know what I'm saying?
There
You
you
know, maybe
go.
you want to grow a beanstalk. Fucking
pumpkin
follow it up.
pumpkin pie,
But yeah, definitely have your
pumpernickel. Shout out.
do that. But
plump.
with the seed, you could probably have it implanted into your body, and then you
To your
can
brain,
pay
and that's
for the
how they get you.
pay for it. But make all your payments. You know what I'm saying? Walk into the store, just blink once to agree to the payment.
Well, yeah, I mean there's already companies out there that get their employees to get chipped.
Sign in, absolutely. Time clocks, yeah. How you get
All
into the
that.
building, absolutely. It's been in pets since 2001 was a really big push into people as well. Just after
Yep.
the
they
towers
try to do it
fell.
at like the same time.
yes.
Science is amazing. People are unaware. I mean, we've cloned since the 80s prior to. I mean,
Clone
Oh,
Thugs and Harmony.
absolutely.
everything is
clown,
sci-fi now, reality.
clown.
Bringing it to your 3-piece and a biscuit. So far, if you enjoyed the show, call us. Let us know. 203-941-0045.
And that's call or text. Let us know what's up. We know that people are afraid to use their real voice, so just hit us on that text if
Yes.
you're afraid to call and leave a message,
Oh.
and let us know what it is.
You know what? Real quick, flat Earth news. I saw an interesting one.
What's happening with that?
Cat Earth. They messed
Cat
it
Earth.
up. If okay,
Cat
you grab a marker, and I believe I have to look up which type of. It's not the like the Magellan. Like there's like a couple different names for like which map. You know what I'm saying you use. But there is one that if you follow the outline of all of the states, it does look like a cat kicking a ball.
And I think what is it?
So who was
Australia
it?
is the
Is
ball?
the ball? Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Supporting
I've
it.
seen it.
It's
I've
not
seen it.
okay. So
I gotta check that out.
Macaroni needs to call us up and let us know what he thinks about Cat Earth because I'm kind of subscribing to that. I like the macaroni though because it did tie into like I said, it comes back.
Cheese.
I'm a believer in the universal of like
Yes.
comes
Tortellinis.
around, goes around. Who's that? Grand Poobah, I think.
Poobah.
It was last.
Speaking
hit.
of comes around, goes around, Elon Musk.
All right,
trying
watch
to
what you
go-
say. Watch your mouth. No.
Yeah, for real. No, watch what you tweet. Because Elon Musk got hit with a $20 million fine and had to step down as chairman from his own fucking company because of that
Yes.
tweet that he made about taking the company private at $420 a share. And that shit came back to bite him in the dick.
Yes. Now, is that wrong though? Is somebody
Or is he
overstepping?
playing
To bite
more
someone in the
chess?
dick, yes.
No. This
done.
fight,
He's done
he
playing
can't.
chess.
He goes up. He goes up into the game room, and they're just like, dude, you know.
You guys are good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
know.
The Securities
What's he do from
Exchange
here?
Commission. Well, he still does his thing. He just does it like he's not in the boardroom now. He's kind of like the Travis guy from Uber. Like he's still collecting Uber money. you
Well,
know?
that's the thing is they say he's still CEO,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not,
yeah.
you know,
He's not
on
in the
board.
room.
Musk is a fraud. I said it before. I still say it.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's one of, like I said,
Yeah.
I think he's one of those
big hype.
the South African trade people, the Dutch. You know what I'm saying? You go back like history, like the Dutch traders, like the the exploitation of like Southern
He's selling
Africa.
snake oil. Like his
Yeah.
product works, but even I don't know if you guys saw that they're having mass amounts of volunteers that are delivering the actual Tesla cars because they can't like get them out fast enough. So
Yeah.
literally they're hiring a whole bunch of volunteers to like drive them to people's houses and shit like
Yeah.
that. It's ridiculous. Like something about his business plan is not going right, and he's like, I can compare him right now to Kanye West, where it's like you have no real friends that are telling you what to do, and if you do, you're not listening.
You
You know,
guys heard about Kanye West and Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, well, I
Them
saw
booed.
again. Did you
Only
watch?
like 3 or 4 people clapped. For him.
Was that the case?
Hot garbage.
I
I
saw
didn't
the
see it.
I saw
I
the
read about it.
performance, and the guy was like, they were wearing water bottles. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
after the whole show. He went on some rant.
Yeah,
about-
that
Well,
was
that
you guys
too.
are talking about 2 different parts of the
Yeah.
show. But yes, you are correct. Like
Yeah,
he
I heard
definitely
about
got booed because he was doing pro-Trump shit around a whole bunch of people that are obviously not
Anti-Trump,
pro-Trump.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Perfect
the
Kanye
host of the
situation.
show, Adam Driver, walked off stage. So did a lot of the cast when Kanye was giving his pro-Trump speech wearing the MAGA hat, which was
Well, no. But
pretty
here's,
ridiculous.
but I think to kind of back Kanye for a second. I think what he was saying was, it's not necessarily that this is, like I said, this is where he tries to be like that. They made the mistake of calling the fucker a genius, and he started believing
Exactly.
it. Okay,
Exactly.
That's
He
the real
thinks
problem with
everything
all of
that he
this.
does is
But what
super
he ended
deep.
up doing was,
He's a
and there
prophet.
was some deepness to it. But like I said, we called him a genius before he,
Yeah.
But so what
That's
he said,
true.
summing up, was he's not so much pro-Trump, but getting people to just think. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
I'm not trying to, make,
No, his big thing now is love is the answer. Love is the answer. Okay, that's cool. But if somebody constantly does, it's the RZA line, turn the other cheek and I'll break your fucking jaw. Like, if someone keeps fucking with you, you can't just be like, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you keep punching me in the face, but
Yeah.
everything's fine. I love you. I love you. No.
Yeah,
That's not how the shit works.
So again, that now was it Ye or Ye?
I don't know, but
He changed it. No, he's no longer Kanye West. He went through the Prince of whatever.
Yeah, he needs to
It's
pay.
Ye or Ye.
Do you think this helps Trump win? Like, does this?
No,
Opinion
no.
is hurts
No.
you.
Yeah, no.
Not at
Trump,
all.
what Trump is, and I don't know. But
I'm like,
has
that's
he
my question,
tweeted
though.
anything?
So, I mean, like, how many
Kanye's
young Black
looking
Americans
for a
watch
home.
Saturday Night Live? First of all, I mean,
I would say not many.
That's-
It's not a
Yeah,
fucking,
no, but who? See, then the other
I mean,
question is,
my-
who is
my
watching
question
Saturday
is,
Night
why
Live?
is Kanye choosing the wrong platform to make that message? He knows for a
No
fact
one's
that's
listening
wrong.
to him. No one's. Well, I don't mean to say no one's listening to him.
No,
but
I
like,
think because no matter where he makes it, it's gonna get taken and put on Instagram
Ah.
immediately.
Just
Just like when he goes up to TMZ,
Here.
like, that shit is taken and just thrown everywhere. you know?
because he's choosing, because all of a sudden the athlete can't do it, is shut up and play ball, and Kanye was always playing in a field of shut up and just do your music.
Yeah.
And now, you know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
really what it all is.
yeah.
By all means, let's get super deep into whatever it is.
That is it.
False prophet all the way. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah,
Anybody
yeah.
subscribing to the to the Ye, to the Ye, like,
To the book of Yeezus.
you know,
Jesus.
like I said, follow it and say, like, you can learn a lot from a dummy. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching us, like,
Yep.
you can pick something up.
Yep.
He's
but,
definitely misguided.
Again,
No, he's misguided, and like you said, he
We
believes his
all-
own
yes,
bullshit.
we
Like,
all
you could
are.
tell, like, he probably takes a shit and he's like, I'm not flushing that one.
Saying
Yeah.
that,
Like,
I mean,
I'm leaving that
he's-
one to Kim
Hey,
to look at.
He's
you know?
been able to still stay alive with being with the Kardashians and
Look at-
everything that's around him.
I know. But did we
all
talk
the
about
shit
this
him
on the
talking
show?
about Jay-Z wanting to put killers on him.
That
It's like
that Netflix
him
thing. Did we
leaking
talk
all this
about this
shit.
on the show, or was that before show? That show, Maniac. What is it?
Maniac. Yep.
Maniac.
He talked about it a little on the show.
On
yeah.
the show, okay. I did watch the first episode. One of these things that ties into the Kanye West thing, the Jonah Hill character sees the pattern is the pattern, and that triggers the thing.
Yep.
Like, again, we all go through our our awe or aha moments, but yeah, no, Mr. West is
Pattern
misguided.
is the pattern.
And the thing too, where now it's transferred to, he used to do all that goofy shit and then put out some dope music.
Yes.
Now he does all this goofy shit and puts out garbage.
I was going through believe it or not, the only thing that I kind of have a heavy rotation.
not
I
Lil
was
Baby.
a fan of the Graduation album. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
that some people may have felt that was but yeah, no, I don't know.
But he
we
used
all
to at
have
least
our-
have, like, just like every other huge artist, he would have a couple of monster singles. You know what I mean? And now,
yes.
Yeah.
everything he's putting out
but-
sounds half finished. It's fucking garbage.
But see,
like,
here's the thing, and it goes two-part, because that's the opinion on one side, and then he talks about the man's keeping me down. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you would have to say, from your particular view, the music's not worthy of that big single.
exactly.
And
I think for anybody in that position, and I've obviously never been in that position, but I think when people get big enough, and like you said, they start believing their own shit, he's like, no, yo, this shit is
And
dope.
here's another
'Cause you
part
have no
about
one
it.
around you that just goes, yo, that shit is not dope.
Here's the
man.
other thing about it: the
Too many
hip hop,
yes men.
the hip hop and the rap artist was not designed to have a career.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
they were designed to make maybe 2 or 3 albums at best, and then on to the next flavor was
Playing drugs on them, get them arrested, or they
So
do
you-
it themselves.
or just whatever.
Shout out to
Kill
Skee-Lo.
themselves. Yeah. He's what the Nars Barkley guy.
No, he wishes
was
he was a
taller.
little bit taller. And
Oh.
he wishes he was a baller.
Well, she looked good.
I thought we were on that. So I don't know. So again, I don't think the artist was meant to last that long. The platform
No, I
was
hear
meant
you
to
on
take
that.
off like
Definitely.
that.
And I think people forget how brand new and baby hip hop still is. It's not a fucking form that's
True.
been around 30, 40 years, if that.
40, if that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like a
I think it might be
long-ranging
coming
thing,
back
and it's always
with
going to
Renaissance.
change.
No. Well, there's.
We'll see.
I
Time
saw
will
this.
tell.
I saw
Maybe
this
next episode.
crazy thing. I don't know. Yeah, we had to do something else. I don't want to get lost in the rap stuff. What else happened in the week though? I don't want to miss anything up. I know we had the playoff stuff going on. Let's get anything good. Something good.
I just want to say
good.
for the playoffs, it's strange how you can have a great record, for example, the Yankees, and still be the wild card spot. One of the best records,
absolutely. And you know what? I was a purist in baseball. I'm almost down to opening it up like the other sports, where like you have more teams. Because at first it was only like 2 divisions. Actually, people forget like the playoff format in baseball for the longest time was the winner of the AL versus the winner of the NL. There wasn't an East and West. First it was East and West, and then they threw in the Central. You know what I'm saying? They threw in some wild cards. So,
What's your pick for World Series?
I mean, I'm a Yankee fan, so I mean, I can't go if they make the playoffs. I can't choose any other team. But on the National League side, I've always wanted to see the Yankees, and I would always want to see them play the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying, like that, because they were the old Brooklyn
Bronx,
Dodgers. So I thought that was good. But it should be a class. Assuming they can make it past Oakland, you can have the Yankees, Red Sox, right? That's what like the world. I don't want to say the world, but that's where
It's always a good grudge match.
Yeah. It gives something to talk about.
Houston's been doing good again. They
Back
might repeat.
They were a horrible team for like 2-3 years, and then for 5 years in a row they were popping off. Connecticut,
Selenium, man.
We'll see.
Rubbing that selenium into it.
Rubbing the selenium on the bat. on the
Houston,
ball.
right? Nolan Ryan's passing out that Advil and Bengay.
Truth.
That Advil Plus.
But yeah, so I don't know. The Brewers made the playoff. That'll be interesting. I don't think, unfortunately, there'd be an interesting story. I don't think anybody cares about the Brewers. Do you guys remember the last time they were in the playoffs?
No, but
You guys
they're
remember-
doing really good.
I have the ultimate 34. Bingo, bango, called us Manjango. Teddy Higuera. Look it up.
fucking
34.
TH?
Oof.
No idea. Refresh my memory.
A pitcher for the Milwaukee Brewers.
Did he have
I
a
believe.
good-looking mustache?
I think he was a mustache guy. I think so. I think he had
Sounds
to have
like
a
it.
mustache. A Mexican or a Venezuelan or something, but yes.
Aha.
All right. So where else were we going with this? No, anything good? 34. Any good baseball stories? What do we got? Oh, David Wright retired. That was a sad story. You guys, David Wright fans? There's only a
3-4.
couple
Only
of
thing
them.
I think of with 3-4, casino baby. Let's get the 7. Let's go. Make
34.
that money. Yes.
Wow.
What is that on the
34.
table? Actually, 34. A 3 and a 4. Is that the hard way? No.
That's called
no,
a
no.
craps.
That's
Depending
any
on
seven
the
is a crap.
situation.
Sorry,
Any
yes.
seven is a crap. Yeah.
Any combination of a 3 and a 4.
You're out. Speaking of our show, it's almost time to go.
60 minutes. Hope you enjoyed episode 34. Anything you guys want to know, just in case somebody goes from the beginning to the end and they skip all the ads, because in a 60-minute
I'll
show,
just- oh,
there's
go ahead.
probably about 5. Well, we don't have to end, but I'm just saying,
Oh, no,
people
I'll
that
say-
might zoom in clips,
Portions.
what can we hit them with
Parcels.
at this part?
I would say, man, we haven't talked about the that Vegas shooting. It's been a year
1
later,
year
man.
anniversary.
Yes,
Any new news? I have a half a story. I don't know if anyone can complete it, but
Let me know,
sure.
man, because I've heard, not much besides immediately there were the conspiracy theories of there's multiple shooters. No, you're hearing an echo. There was, all sorts of stuff.
Was it an Obama drug thing? Not a gun thing? Was it a gun runner too, right?
There's people
Potential
that still
gun
never
runner?
got their phones back from that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's not gonna happen. Come on.
You know?
They take it.
So, exactly. So, I mean, people heard multiple shots from other places. You got stories of different things.
I heard
So-
there was even a story they were talking about. There was a helicopter that came down and somebody was shooting out of that.
I
I
don't
heard
know,
some
man.
What?
wild
I'm
stuff.
Seagal shit.
Seagal shit.
Sometimes you got to throw in a little Seagal so that you don't believe the other stuff.
Yo, that does sound like that Post Malone song, that Jackie Chan thing.
Post Malone's still alive though. He's been dodging death. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna take an album, I think, to get him. But I don't know. He might just decide to outlive them all.
Yeah, people die every
Oh.
day, but it seems like the people in the fame field, they just got a knack for it.
I lost it for a second. You guys could have carried it. I forgot for a second. Did you guys hear about the Kevin Hart, Cat Williams?
Yeah, the beef.
line-
Yep.
Yeah, I think very. You got to give it up to I guess they call it clapping back.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
Kevin Hart's clapback, right? If you don't have the chance to see it or read it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was pretty good. Did he finish Cat Williams? No, right? Can Cat Williams be finished? I don't think
Cat Williams was finished
was
by like a 10-year-old, so I think he can be.
Yeah,
12-year-old.
when Cat Williams got beat up by like a 12-year-old while
yes,
playing
that was
soccer,
right. Yeah,
that was
yeah.
kind of like, you don't get to now be like, and I'm going to knock you the fuck out. Like, no, don't do
Yeah,
that, because
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not going to. And
I
you're not
wasn't
gonna-
ready.
Exactly. No,
So-
because, and that's the thing that Cat Williams seems to do. Cat Williams seems to do the, like, he took the old format that 50 Cent used to do when he came out with albums, and he's like, all right, I'm going to find someone to beef with. I'm going to find someone to shit on, go after him. My name gets a little bit bigger, and I go to thing. Because even like he was shitting on Kevin Hart, and he was shitting on Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish, yeah.
And then literally 2 days later, there's pictures of him at the Emmys fucking bending down, kissing Tiffany Haddish's feet. And it's just like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
like what
sucker,
do you... Yeah.
Yeah, well, but I mean, depending on when the Kevin Hart, if Cat Williams caught wind of what Kevin Hart said, then yeah, I think that there would be somebody kissing feet. Like you want to talk about like Illuminati and teams of people like who can make it and stuff, because I think
Cat's talked about that shit though.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm saying even with Dave Chappelle and like what I'm saying, like black people in Hollywood and stuff.
No, they're still going back and forth.
But Kevin Hart put him on blast and saying like we're not calling him a puppet, saying like
I'm sure they got enough info on both, but they don't want to do it because it probably involves.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
dick. I give Kevin Hart credit for finally coming out with and just saying what everyone knew the whole time. He's like, no, you had a shot.
Yeah.
You wasted it on drugs.
Yes.
And and there's another person with that too. Is like, I feel like at some point someone is gonna have to come around and be like, hey, Lauryn Hill, stop doing so many fucking drugs. Like, you don't just show up 10 hours late because.
Really?
Like,
No, is that the case with her though? Like,
dude,
I thought she just went off to have babies and little Zion babies.
No. Look at any picture of her. She is rocked.
Really?
She's out of control. Yeah. Like, no, you don't show up fucking 10 hours late for a concert because I'm just a queen and I felt like it. No, that's not.
Nope. That's
dude,
some Mariah Carey
fucked.
shit.
And then you can't sing your songs, and then all your songs sound like shit, and none of your songs are over the original beat, and none of bro, she's out of her mind. And one day somebody's finally gonna come around and just be like, "Yo, she's fucked up."
Yeah. Well, again,
but I think
she's gonna
that's
die in the bathtub with the phone.
Exactly.
With
right about to send it.
Yeah.
But no, I think that it was good that Kevin Hart finally just came out, and maybe it wasn't even his business to say, but he's like, "No, you had the shot. You wasted it all on drugs," which was like, and then Cat Williams came back with the when I see you, I'm gonna knock you out, all that, and it's like, no, you're not.
Knocking out shit.
No.
The soccer field says different.
But I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that fight because
It's
Kevin
out
Hart,
there.
right?
YouTube it. It's right there.
Yeah, Kevin Hart's in stupid shape.
Yeah.
He's
That'd
got
be
a fucking
interesting.
athlete deal with Nike. That's in how.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's how good shape he is.
Wow.
Yeah, but again, but that branding thing though, that was a little bit of give it up to him, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Shout outs. I was just gonna say, wrap it up. Tell them who you are and where to find us.
I am the Rideshare Idiot. You can find me on just search for the Rideshare Idiot.
He's everywhere.
That's right.
Tell them about the website. How's that working out?
Oh my God, I've been driving so much, that I didn't have to do have the chance to But check it out. Let me know what you think. It is up there to check out. I got a bunch of crap I gotta put up there. Anything new for you guys?
For me personally, no, but in the mix, Chedda Mike, Michael John, shout out. I will be dropping a little bit of samples of some music that has been known to be in production. So shout out to that. Keep an eye out for that, and pass it over to my man over here.
Hit up gbiclothing.com and support with some merchandise. Use code Watermelon to get 10% off your entire order. Bars.
Hot gear and hot lines. Hit them up, baby. It's a 3-piece and a biscuit.
Episode 34. Oh, and hit this hotline like you never do. 203-941-0045. Call or text. Let us know what you think about it. Selenium. That's the sound of selenium.